Hello everyone. Um, Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. I am deciding that for my very first video, I am going to be making some boho beads. And now I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos on how, different people became inspired by Secret Soto, which is she's the YouTuber who actually came up with this idea, and I fell in love with her idea as soon as I saw her video. And then I started watching a couple of other videos of how some other people were trying to create their versions of them. Pink Poodle Craft was actually another one, another YouTuber who created her own style of boho beads. And so I wanted to, based on all the videos that I've seen a lot. I have not yet seen one with my way of making, I guess you want to say, the base of the boho bead. Some people have used the inside of like a pen, like for instance, well, this is not a good example, but so Secret Soto, she actually would get the softer type of pens that you're able to kind of cut. Before that, she'd take out this piece and take out the ink tube, and she would start cutting. And there's some other YouTubers who started using more like the skewers. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these. And I tried it this way, but um, the wrapping, I didn't have enough wire to do so much wrapping to create the little loop, and you guys are probably lost of what I'm talking about right now, but you'll see. So I mean, there's so many different ideas of how some people have actually found different ways to create the boho beads. Now I want to give you an example of what these boho beads look like. And so I'm going to bring some close to here. Let me see, maybe a bright one. I've made a couple already, and these are my, I've actually made a little bit more, but I get so excited I actually give them away as soon as I make them. And so this is what I have left. So basically this is what they look like. This is the, I guess the new style of boho bead that Secret Soto introduced us with, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and create the base. The base is considered the middle part of the bead, which has to have it has to be quite solid, because a wire is going to go through, and you don't want it to be wobbling around and moving around on you. So you want it to be quite stable. This one I did a little bit extra with. I'm not too sure about this, so I have to take this off. But yeah, so you want it to be quite stable on you. This one I just created last night. I went a little crazy, y'all. I went a little crazy. So this one I actually made for my friend, and she loves the color pink, so I figured let me just kind of go extra with this one. And I think I overdid it. Extra was the word with this one. But anyway, so I'm gonna be creating some of these boho beads. And so the foundation, or the base of the bead, I decided to start making it out of paper. So these are quite sturdy once you roll them. I had been watching some quilling videos a couple weeks back, and then I thought, well, maybe I can use my quilling tool and quill you know, strip of paper, but with the quilling tool the hole is so small when you create it with the quilling tool that I have, so I had to come up with another way. So I'm about to show you my new way. Now I am not saying that I came up with this way, you know, I invented it. I thought of it. I have not seen any videos as of yet. You know, I hope that I'm the first one to have a YouTube video showing this new different method of the base of these boho beads. But if not, I mean, usually, I mean, once we humans have an idea of something, we end up finding out that someone else thought about the same idea. So that's just life, you guys. So anyway, so I'm gonna be showing you what I came up with. Hopefully, like I said, it's been me so far. If not, then kudos to the other one who came up with this idea as well. Now, I'm not saying that this is the best way. I'm just saying that this is easier for me. It was a bit easier for me, you know, to do, just because I didn't want to go ahead and do the whole cutting of the pens. I didn't have enough pens, and then the skewer thing, I didn't have enough wire. So then I thought, okay, well, what can I do? So like I said, I saw the quilling video, so I came up with this little idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my paper trimmer, and I have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. This is just regular standard paper. This is not heavy cardstock. This is lightweight cardstock. I want to be able to have the flexibility of being able to roll the paper, not too flimsy, not too hard. So I am going to be cutting this at 1.5 on the long side of the 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that I have here. So oh, I need a new blade. Let me try that again, y'all. Not a good example, but you know what? Once you start making these, you realize that the scruffiness of it is actually quite nice. So anyway, let me go ahead and cut a couple of strips of these at, like I said, 1.5 inches. And so this is I think this is a good width because it allows enough room to wrap the bead. Anyway, so let me go ahead and just cut that one out so you guys can see. But I had already pre-cut a couple of them, you know. I have them here on the side. So the next thing you want to do is you want to grab something that's you know, thick enough for your wire to go through, but not too thick to where once you string your bead, it won't hold. So you'll see what I'm saying, or I'm trying to say right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. I want to break the fibers a little bit on the while I'm introducing the sheet of paper, the strip, onto the skewer. So that's why I'm rolling it slowly, just to kind of break up those fibers a little bit. Now once I get the hang of the rolling, you just want to kind of make sure that it's as straight as possible. It does not have to be perfect. The goal is to kind of have it as tight as possible. So you can see that I'm going a little bit off the edge here. No problem. Just kind of straighten it up a little bit. As you can see, I'm doing it as tight as possible here. Now when you get to about, you know, 1 inch or 1/2 inch, to your preference, you want to go ahead and get your your preference of glue. For me, it's art glitter glue. Now, oh, let me go ahead and unplug that. So I am going to just put enough, not too much, you know, don't damp the paper, but make it to where, I guess even if it oozes out a little bit, it's good because it allows you to kind of smear it towards the edges so that they don't unglue and the bead doesn't unravel. So this is my paper bead, and as you can see, the hole is pretty, it's pretty, you know, it's pretty good for me. So now what I'm gonna do, because I didn't think about doing this before, what is turn on my glue gun so that it's ready when it's time to be used. Now you are going to be needing a glue gun if you're going to be using well, let me go back. So you're going to be needing some type of glue that will attach fabric, because that's the whole goal of this boho bead. You want to wrap it with fabric. Some people wrap it with more paper, you know, pattern paper. I personally like the little chunkiness of the fabric, so I don't have Fabri-Tac, I believe it's called. I don't have that, and I feel like a lot of the boho bead makers, they use that, and I personally don't have it. I have Aleene's glue, but I feel like that's gonna take a while to dry, so I'm just gonna use hot glue gun. So my glue gun is currently heating up right now. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little bag of fabrics that I have here on the side of me, and I'm going to pick a couple of fabrics, maybe 2. You can, you know, 3. You don't want to make it too bulky. So I don't know, this one kind of stands out a little bit for me, so I'm gonna, oh well, you know what, I'm gonna use these 2. So I'm going to see if I need any more, you know, I'll just figure out what to add. You'll notice that you can add layers. Like I have here a jar full of lace. As you can see here, it's just packed with a bunch of lace, and I keep it here on the side of me just because I love using lace for a lot of my different projects. And so who knows, I may utilize lace, I may not. It just depends on the look. Now excuse my little wobbling of the camera right there, just because I have my camera charging at the same time while I'm actually recording. Not used to making these videos, so excuse me. This is like a super basic 101 YouTube making video. So please yeah, don't you know, be nice. Anywho, so I have my 2 little fabrics here. I have kind of like a piece of sari here, and this is more of a silk. This is like, I got this from I believe it was a skirt. I don't even remember, but I cut it into scraps. So anyway, the goal of this is that I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around. But prior to that, I want to go ahead and actually put some wire through, just to kind of get an idea of of how this is going to be looking. So I recently actually bought these two wire thingies. I don't know what these are called. Big bobbins, I guess. Wire holders. I'm not sure what they're called, but this is like the best deal of the wire that I could find on Amazon. And so the sturdiness, I guess, of the wire is pretty decent. It's quite not too fragile, not too hard. It's quite pliable. Anywho, so I'm not sure. I think actually this is a rose gold, and I don't think obviously that's gonna go with the rose gold. I'm trying to see if I can order some more, colors, a variety of colors, maybe like a silver, a lighter gold. That way it can complement some more of the beads that I'll be making in the future. But for now, this is what I have, and this is what I will be working with. So let's see here. So I'm going to put this wire through, and I want to estimate the length to about there. So okay. Now, while my glue gun was supposed to be hot by now, I'm so sorry. I'm kind of doing things a little bit, not backwards, but I'm kind of trying to manage with this glue gun right now. So in the meantime, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and figure out what kind of beads I want to use for these pieces of fabrics. Something that'll complement the fabrics. Something that, now it does not have to match. This is your project. This is your little creative bead. This is whatever you like. Like, there's beads that I've made that I didn't even think of. Look at this one. I used blue wire or teal wire. I used, the colors are just, here I have a light gold. I didn't have too much of this one, and I decided to mix and match it, and I think it turned out pretty nice. Let me show you. It's simple, it's nice, it's cute. And then there's the fuzzy crazy ones like these. This is eyelash thread that I used. I didn't trim it. I still like it. Anyway, so you get my point. So what you want to do is just kind of pick a couple beads that you are going to want to use for this specific bead. So I have here on the side of me my containers, but they're a little too big for me to display here on the desk for you. I have such a small crafting space, and I try to work with it. I can't wait to get a bigger desk to add more stuff. The bigger the desk, the more crap you add to your space. That's at least how I've been going about my crafting. It started off as a little itty bitty desk on the corner of my place, of my room, and now it's the whole room. It's the whole corner of the room, practically half the size of my room. That is now what I called my creative corner. And yeah, but that's just crafting language. So okay, so I'm going to pick a couple beads. I'd like to add maybe some pearls. That would look nice. I think maybe one of these or one of these. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure, you guys. Anyway, so oh, I want to add maybe some crystal beads. Okay, so I think for now, let's just see. Do I have any glass bowls here? I usually have. Okay, here we go. So I don't want to lose these. I'm gonna go ahead and place some in here. In the meantime, that way they don't roll off on me. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure my glue gun is hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this carelessly. Now, I literally, when I say careless, I mean careless, y'all. Just go ahead and wrap this to your liking. I can go a little crazy sometimes. I'm going to try to contain myself for this video, but I like to kind of pull and twist as I'm going, just because I like to have those colors. Oh, that came out of the wire. It's all right. Now, obviously, I mean, you don't have to have the wire in there while you're wrapping your bead. I don't know why I like to do that, but anywho, so you guys get the gist of it. So, okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find a nice little tuck spot, a nice little spot for me to glue my little bead. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. You don't want to put too much. You want enough. You want enough so that it holds. I have a bunch of crusties, glue crusties here, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. So now I'm going to grab my little fabric scissors. I try to not mix them with my paper crafts because the blades get messed up, or the shears, should I say. What am I talking about? Anywho, all right, so there's my little bead. How cute. Okay, I want to add some more colors, some more texture, so now I'm going to add this one. Maybe not so much, I don't know. Oop. Oop. Oh, this one's not gonna tear on me? What? Why not? There we go. All right, so I like the little frayed edges. I just think they give it more texture, so I'm gonna use this one just because it has more of the threads popping out. And I figured I use these colors because, I don't know, it's green and red. What kind of red? This is more like a burgundy. But anywho, you guys know the gist of what I'm trying to do here. So it kind of looks like quite a mess, to be honest with you, but it's okay. The messier they are, the cuter they come out. I mean, that's just what I think. So I'm just gonna put some glue here, and I always end up burning myself. Okay, so enough of this thread. This is my little bead. This is what it has now come out to be. So now I'm gonna put the thread back in, move my glue gun. I'm not gonna need it anymore. Move my scissors. All right, so now I am going to want to just pick some beads. Oh, you know what? Maybe this one. Let me see. I don't know. Just, this is the fun part. Oh, that looks pretty. So, let's see here. Maybe a gold. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe a pearl. Maybe this pearl. Okay, maybe a small crystal of some sort. Maybe. Maybe. All right, so that's what I choose for this specific bead. Now, I have some tools here. I have my round nose pliers, my cutters, and my flat nose pliers. I think I just named them right. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, you guys. I just started doing this, so please forgive me if I don't know the names of these tools. I know these are round nose pliers for sure. But okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab a hold of my wire, about an inch or so. I'm gonna bring this end down completely. I'm going to reposition my round nose upwards, and I'm going to bring that wire back up and around, and I'm going to twist around the bottom wire. Now, the purpose of this is to create a little loop. Now, my loops are usually quite not that nice, but it's okay. It's all right. We're all learning here. So what I like to do is the excess, either I cut it off, because you do not want to hurt yourself or anyone else. If this is going to be a gift for anyone, you definitely do not want anyone to poke themselves. So if you have enough to continue to wrap around and hide that little extra piece, and go ahead and do so. If not, then you can go ahead and simply cut it. There we go. There. I want to go ahead and make sure I press that in just a little bit more. So now I've created a little itty bitty loop. I'm going to bring back my my beads, and I'm going to bring them all the way to the loop. Now I'm going to go to the other side of the bead, and I'm going to go as far as it's your preference how far you want to go. Basically means how much space you're going to be making for the other side, to be able to put in some more beads. So for me, I think I'm gonna cut it at right about there. I'm done with my wire. So I want to put in some more little beads, and maybe I want to put in a bronze color. I haven't used these. I buy junk jewelry sometimes, and I break it apart because sometimes it can get quite expensive buying different kinds of beads, and I just prefer to get junk jewelry. It's all the same thing, y'all. Okay, so now Maybe I can add this little crystal bead. Well, that's pretty. Maybe this little pearl. Oh, that one's too small. Let me see what else I can find here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too much? Maybe I can add this one. Actually. Kind of like it. I kind of like it. Oh, and maybe just, let's see. I need something smaller. You know, I'm not too sure about this one. I'm going to go ahead and take that one out. I'm going to add this little pearl. I'm going to add this little pearl. Okay, I like that. And okay. And then I'm going to add this one. Okay, and then maybe this one. This little crystal. I like that. That's different. Okay, so now I'm not using these. I'm gonna go ahead and set them aside. And I'm gonna go ahead and create another little loop, just like I did on this end. So once again, bring the wire all the way down, prop your pliers upward, bring the same piece of wire around, all the way around. You want to twist it so that it wraps around the other end of the wire, and you want to just create that loop. Okay, so I'm not too great at this part yet. And these are addicting, you guys. They're very addicting to make. And that is my little bead, as you guys can see. Now what I want to do is I'm going to get a different color wire because I want to wrap this bead. But I don't want to use this size, this gauge. I believe this is an 18 or a 20 gauge wire. No, this is 18 gauge. So this is quite thick. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize a smaller wire. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and grab that. I just feel like it'll complement this bead a little bit better if I use a smaller wire, a smaller gauge. Oh goodness, really? Oh my. Okay, I'm not gonna deal with this mess right now. Okay, so, I'm just gonna find the end. That's all I want. I just want the end. Okay, so I'm going to find a little gap somewhere around here, and I want to, this can be a little challenging, but we got this. Okay. All right, so now that I have made a couple loops. I'm just going to twist the wire to my liking around my beads. I just want to wrap. I'm going to do a wrap all along my beads. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Sorry if I get out of frame, you guys. I'm still getting used to this. I hope that this video, you know, as my first video, I hope you guys like it. I didn't think that I was going to actually have the courage enough to actually create my own YouTube video. You know, my own channel. I had started my channel a while ago, but I don't know why I thought this is so, it's so intimidating and it's so hard and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and when I, you know, what am I gonna talk about, what am I gonna do on the channel. But the reason why I called it All Things Myra is because I love to do so many different things when it comes to, you know, crafting. I'm into, okay, so I love music and I love my crafting. I'm getting into sewing. I guess that's part of crafting. What else do I love? Oh, I love to cook. I love, 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 love to cook. And makeup, you know. I love doing DIYs. I love mixed media. I'm just, I don't know, all over the place. I'm an artistic soul. I love it all, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is so therapeutic. The wrapping part, I could just go on and on and on, but all right, so I am wrapping this little bead here, and I don't know when I'm going to freaking stop. That's cute. You guys, that is cute. Should I give it another go around, or would that be too much? Would that be too much? I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it. Look, you guys. Look at how it's coming out. Should I do one more? I think I'm gonna do it. Oh my goodness. You know, you should pay attention to yourself when you get that gut feeling of you should just stop. I'm usually not good at that. I like to keep going, and then once I'm done, I'm like, oh my God, I should have stopped earlier. Hey, but I think I'm gonna like this. I'm doing kind of like a little crisscross kind of wrapping pattern, and this is nice because, well, when you start building up, or when you have different size gauge wires, you can have the luxury to you know, play around and do a bunch of different wrappings. I personally don't have that many. I mean, this is all I have, and that, you know, this one. This is all I have, and trust me, this is not much. This I came up on. I'm not gonna lie, because this is a really good buy. It was very, very economical on Amazon. Now these, I'm not sure how much they cost. I have not seen how much Michaels or Hobby Lobby may charge for these, but you go through them like crazy when you're making these beads, because they're so addicting. You just don't know when to stop. I mean, if you guys out there have made these already and you guys have enjoyed making these, give it another, try them again. You know, I know this started, I think Secret Soto came up with these in 2017, a couple years ago. But I personally just found out about these, so I went crazy, you know. Okay, I need to stop doing all this freaking wrapping. So I'm gonna end up, this is too much, too much. All right, now be careful when you're doing the snipping of the wire, because at least when you're cutting ends, loose end or leftover ends, because you do not want them to fly into your eye. You guys either wear safety goggles, safety glasses, or something, or, you know, when you do the snipping, make sure that you are pointing the wire downwards. I'm not doing it right now. I'm just giving you a safety tip here. Safety's first. We don't want to start off with a craft we're excited to do, and then all of a sudden we end up with an injured eye. You know, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look. So this is my little boho bead. And I'm telling you, you guys, this, the center, the base of the bead is so solid. It is so solid. Let me show you guys. I've made a couple of these little beads already. You know, yes, they're made out of paper, but once you roll them up, you know, I'm sure, you know, I don't know if that's making a difference, me dropping them on the glass so you guys can hear. Look, they're hard. They're hard. Now, you can even make them more sturdier, but that would take longer. You can drop them in Mod Podge, dip them in Mod Podge or some type of glossy glue or medium, and let them dry, and they will literally turn into beads. I started actually making my own paper beads, and maybe I should actually show you guys so you guys can see. So I made these little beads. I don't have many. I just have a couple. But look, you guys. These are made out of paper. And I dipped them. No, I did not. I actually, I covered them with 2 layers of clear nail polish. And you hear that? They freaking damn near sound like beads. You know? Anyway. So, I just felt like I had to share that part. Now, the next part, which I don't know if I should get into right now, because that's just going to take much longer, but what I like to do is I like to just get those, you know, those, like I said, you know, just grab random beads and then put them into little pieces, or take jewelry apart and you know, link it to the boho bead. So this was my boho bead. Oh, I didn't add any caps. I forgot that I had these. The bead caps. You guys see that? I put a bead cap there. Anyway, so what you do is you just grab, you know, links of either other pieces of jewelry, or you can make your own. Like these I made myself. I grabbed head pins, jewelry, you know, head pins, and I just put a couple seed beads in there, a little regular size bead, and this is, I mean, these are cute, you guys. I put a little charm in there. I put some bells. So if you really want to just, you know, give it a crazy go, you can either leave it like this, or you can add little dangles. This one doesn't have, it just has one little bell. You see? This one doesn't have anything. Oh, this one, I grabbed a small gauge size wire and I threaded seed beads on here. And then once I threaded the seed beads, I just wrapped it around. I wrapped it all around, and that's what it came out to. This one I did the same, different color seed bead, and this one as well. This one's a little wonky, but yeah, they're all so cute, you guys. Super cute. Super, super, super cute. Look at this one. I think, oh, and then I attached a paper flower. I love making paper flowers as well, you guys. I love making paper flowers, and I'm going to be making a video, if you guys would like, on how I make my paper flowers. But for now, these are my boho beads. And then when you get to making one, I promise you this will be so addicting. It is addictive, you guys. You want to make a bunch of them, and you want to just have enough wire. That's what I have to say. Have enough wire so that you're able to have the luxury of saying, you know, I want to wrap this bead around. Because like this one, for example, I left it chunky. I wrapped it around very carelessly, and then I tightened the fabric with the wrapping of the wire, as you can see, and it looks pretty cute when it comes out of the wire. And same is what I did with these little fuzzies. You can't really tell because they're so hairy, but they're cute. They're so cute. So yes, these are my little boho beads. Thank you so much. I look forward to making more videos. Please like and subscribe. Drop down any comments. I am open to any constructive criticism. This is my very first video that I'm actually doing for my YouTube channel, and I'm super excited, and I hope to make my next one. All right, see ya. Bye.